pretty excited for this campaign, boys.
Arm yourself, Guardian. The Drifter keeps no medical provisions or supplies, but guns are ubiquitous.
I wish our first mission together was under better circumstances. I'm Hanor Mahal, a Praxic warlock. Vanguard Internal Affairs. You told me the Drifter had changed, Morn. The data Drifter stole from the Imperium is going to incite war. He was told not to engage. The Praxic Order skirts the rules to enforce them for the Vanguard. I'm trying to keep this crew safe.
You have an opportunity to prove it. The Drifter needs our assistance.
We need to fight our way to an access point. Get us a schematic of this ship. I'll head for the tractor emitters, shut them down. They won't catch us again.
We've downloaded the schematics. Drifter's ghost seems distressed.
I believe she's probably upset he's in danger. What a selfless ghost for a scoundrel.
Unlikely. They hate each other, but she did manage to ping his location on the ship's schematics.
Legions of the Barrett Imperium, hear my call over the mountains and the seas. The lights have corrupted our Empress. She is drunk from their lies and abandoned Torah battle for the city. We've bled for them, for their city. I implore you, bleed them in return.
the ablative design. Keitel had shared some theoretical schemas with the Vanguard. None of it was practical. Yet, the Imperium's tech doesn't add up.
Barrent Imperium and their panoply are like no Cabal we've encountered. How did they rise so quickly?
Keitel's BattleNet references Varant as the legionary species. No other data.
Maybe the encrypted data we stole has the answers you're looking for. I'm surprised none of our ghosts can hack it.
Things happen fast these days. A new threat pops up. Drifter calls you and asks you to be on his ship the next morning.
He had good reason to put a crew together and move quickly. A vision. I was called off my post and thrown into a rescue mission for a former criminal because Drifter had a vision.
This is a lot of risk to save one reckless criminal. We already have the Imperium's data.
A criminal? You know he has not been such for some time, Anor. You claim to know his heart. But he stood for us on Kepler as he has many times.
Maybe. But he didn't do the legwork on the data he stole. It's hard not to think it's a con, like it always is. Still, he has stayed between the lines these last few years. I'll give him the chance to explain himself.
Guardian, I sense him through the darkness. The Drifter. They have him in holding. His captor wields something familiar. An entropic stillness. Stasis. He has an unsettling, powerful connection to the darkness.
Guardian, I forgot to mention I had to route you through the garbage disposal. Sorry. Trying to help. Her hack gave her control of the compactor systems. She's working on it. Hold on. I can't look. Oh, glad you're okay, Guardian.
I had to look at my french fries, but they're not done yet.
You're in the detention zone. Drifters nearby.
Close enough to radio you. Hey, I'm up to my chin in stasis.
Are you all right?
Hearing you makes it so, Moonlight.
I've almost reached the tractor emitters. Get the drifter back to the ship and start the engines.
I thought I left the dredgens behind. This light bearer, his name's Bale. Dredgen Bale. I don't know why they're showing me something I thought I buried. But I was right. The Nine ain't done with us.
Did you come for Dredgen Hope? Or for me? The singularity of Kepler was to be the deliverance of the Outer Nine. Your clotted, spilled blood denied our liberation. Know this false weapon. In every future, you are a jailer.
How? This is the soul of a celestial body. One of the Nine. They are speaking without the emissary. Done well to find him, Guardian. My new throne may be able to assist us against the Nine. Each slain Imperial soldier I shall attempt to tithe to a communion with the Nine. Surely they will answer. Access that console, Guardian. Releasing the prisoners could be a boon to us.
be right back.
Guardian. We're on a closed line. Ido isn't read in. If the Nine are behind this, we should give Lodi a call. This is beyond Praxic expertise. And yours.
If Lodi was unaware that a Nine uplifted a Dredgen, what information could he possibly have?
3 of the 9 is dead. Turmoil is brewing on Earth. The Drifter's vision is 9 in origin. And you refuse help.
The God of Vengeance doesn't need an emissary.
Shutting down the tractor emitters now. Don't wait for me to take off if you're in danger. We've got the Drifter, and his ghost has the Imperium data. But, Guardian, we have bigger problems.
If the Nine are enabling this Dredgen Veil, we both know how catastrophic their influence can be. The rest of the city doesn't. Vanguard has decreed everything we learned on Kepler. The prophecy, all of it.
remain classified. We can't rely on official support. But the Drifter was right to act on his vision. I can admit that.
pilots are coming out unscathed. Rectify that.
I can't believe I just died. But I'm gonna grab my food real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Pilots are coming out unscathed. Rectify that.
I'm really happy that I made it through that the second time. I'm about to play this again on Legendary.
Damn, lost a little skin there. Thanks for the save, hero. Thought I was gonna end up chilling drinks for the Imperium. Bale, hey, can you get my left leg? It's falling asleep in here. Okay, fine. You talk like the emissary talks. It can't be the 9, and that's why it has to be. No, I'm not gonna ditch you for him. Can't you have a little faith? Knock that off. Just tell Arnor to hurry up and disable that tractor beam so we can blow this fuel depot. Get those engines running, hero, and I'll take us out of here. We don't want to be anywhere near that dredging. One of the 9. Bale's no emissary, but one of them's still wearing him like a suit.
What is that?
Dredging Bale.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
mess with us! It's in his nature. He has so much to teach.
He isn't the mentor you want. The Drifter left your cult long ago. I can tell you're new blood, untrained. Does Dredgenvale know you mock his name?
Not mockery. Continuity. I carry the mantle now. And I know you, Elnor. You're a Praxic warlock. You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
The more you push to keep him, the more I'm inclined to resist. You follow in the footsteps of Guardian killers. Why do you hate your own kind so much?
No more questions.
As you wish.
That was a cool cutscene.
Guardian, you know fully well this mission is not above board. I understand the Imperium is clearly a threat, but I cannot overemphasize that my hands are tied. After the witness, don't the people deserve a moment of peace? It is our privilege to carry the mantle of this threat. Let the people live their lives. I understand your conviction, and I wish I had the power to authorize engagement on my own. But I can't. When I was younger, in the Dark Age, I was taught a path forward is often cleared with unconventional methods. Those methods are tempered by structure and order. That is how we earned the City Age. It's what we try to preserve. My focus must remain on preventing extinction. I cannot look elsewhere. I won't look elsewhere. So long as nothing seizes my attention. I trust you'll comply, Guardian?
One victory is never enough.
I'm just looking through this real quick to see. Oh, so this is the seasonal stuff. Alright.
But we will always result in a strong.
Rhythmic physical expressions.
You and Arnor make a pretty good fire team, hero. Even if you did use my face as a barricade. And now that we got that Imperium disk in hand, we're gonna need more than one hard-headed Praxic to decrypt it. We're gonna need the local crime syndicates. I've got some irons in the fire with Spider for an intro. Fellow miscreants like that only respect two things: money and blood. We'll get you set up on building a reputation for yourself out here on Tharsis, gaining leverage on the local miscreants. But as the 9 weapon, there's something you gotta know first. I know I sold you on this job as a scam on the Imperium, but you heard on that ship what I've known all along. The 9 are backing the Imperium at the top. They surprised me with that junior dredging, but they're pulling his strings, too. I've had the same nightmare since Kepler. A vision that runs and smells and tastes on repeat every time I close my eyes. And in my heart, I know the threat. If I don't do it, they hurt her. Back on that ship, Bale knew me as a dredgen. Heard stories of the sad old days and wanted a close-up look. Thought that was all there was to connect us. But there's more. A couple months ago, I had this vision. Didn't know if I was cracking up or what. Because when I came to, I tasted granite and battery acid. And I knew it came from the Nine. Today, that same voice spoke through Bale. Never gonna get that taste out of my mouth. Just listen before you judge, all right? They told me.
Attend my exegesis. Eschaton is coming. I am informing you of your path because futurity dictates now is when you are informed. Little mannequin of flesh and fear, not made to see your end. The outer perspective widens. We know your binary option. We know the zero you choose. You will relinquish your insupportable burden and know peace. You will join the shadow, raise his tools against what wronged you. Banish the light. Save yourself from forever. Blinded, small thing. Freedom lives in the foreordained. One heart within your body. One without. Chains that bind your fate. Break them. Be free, or the maze door opens needlessly to deep, grieved death.
Welcome to the new Mars. While the Vanguard was off fighting the good fight, the Syndicates took over. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here. I don't relish doing business with these leeches, but we need to find out what the Dredgen are after. The only way to do that is by wading into the pond with the scum. Like the Syndicates. And your sleazy friend, Drifter. Keep the Syndicates in your gun sights, and take out their operatives across the system when you can. The more leverage we gain over them, the sooner we'll uncover the Dredgen's long-term plans.
Hey there, hero. I'm leaving a few breadcrumbs for you, just in case things go sideways. I know what it looks like, dragging the crew into a knot behind Zavala's back. But you saw that vision the Nine sent me. It ain't just another bad dream. They were vague as usual, but I know they're threatening Eris, straight up. And you know how that sits with me. I can't change fate. Better to lean into it. That's what I learned on Kepler. So if I have to make some desperate moves out there, just know it's for a good reason. And I never meant to hurt any of you. Who's the hero now, Hotshot?
I found this outpost pretty dope. Oh, there's guardians here. I have to find the entrance to this place. I 100% lost. Oh, I found it.
Here for a favor. I do enjoy your visit.
Guardian, this is Honor. Don't respond. This is a one-way channel. Low profile, no bleed. Drifter might actually have a plan. The Imperium is scrambling, cauterizing loose ends on Mars and Venus. The data he stole has a secret that they don't want getting out. It's stored on his ghost, Blue. But it'll take time to decrypt, and tools we don't have. And it's worse. She can't speak. Spider wants to help us. He's willing to give us the ghost parts we need to repair Blue. But he wants us to track a lost courier of his in the lawless frontier in return. Convince Spider that you'll play his game.
My dear Guardian, I need you. Multiple syndicates are in conflict out here in the Expanse, killing for territory and resources. Very profitable disorder. Hazards come with the spoils, of course. I've lost contact with one of my salvage crews. If you'll track the flag, locate what that crew was carrying, I'll make sure you have the parts to help Drifter's ghost. Apologies. Oh, apologies for the landing. Your Guardian regeneration is blocked out here on the Tharsis frontier. The Imperium's doing via their beacon tech after you escaped their flagship. I heard from the Drifter. You started a riot to escape the Imperium flagship. Now there are riots with every breath of ether in the Expanse. Behold, the glory of the Syndicate Border Wars.
Not an exaggeration. The Syndicates are the real powers here, carving up territory on the frontier.
Careful. These decks are foot soldiers for the Tharsis Reformation. Each one possesses individual sentience. They're shrewd entrepreneurs. In time, perhaps we can get a few of them in our pocket. Find a way to leverage the Vex network.
Don't worry about taking a few of them apart. If anything, they'll be impressed with your gunplay. Only way to get respect out here.
I like how the effects have like clothing on. That's pretty cool.
No signs of my salvage kindle. The flare is still active up ahead. My filters are showing residue from shock rifle impacts. Pikers took out my crew. Shame there's no Elixir solidarity here on the frontier. And still no sign of the cargo. I can't relinquish these ghost parts without it, Guardian.
Drifter's ghost is heavily modified. She's an amalgam, patched with parts from other dead ghosts. Whatever effects that modification produced makes her unique. We need her back in play.
Oh, I thought these were skulls, but these are all Cabal helmets. That's pretty cool.
You found my associate, Darok. Praise the 7 stars. He The Totality Division wants to know if you have anything to do with the ruckus out here. They're a Baron Imperium unit. Closest thing to law enforcement in Tharsis. Word on the street is they're in business for themselves. Just another syndicate wearing Imperium bloomers. I've taken the liberty of installing a robust assault response aboard your chopship. For any occasion that requires salvation from on high, it's a war zone in the expanse, I'll tell you. I marked an extraction point on your tracker. Do as my salvage kit did, and signal with an exfiltration plan. Don't worry, I won't fail you like my crew failed me. Just keep that salvage safe.
I'm pulling records on the Baron Imperium. They must have powerful resources to have total control over Mars and Venus.
What is that? Put on my screen. This is actually really cool.
And there's our end to the syndicates. Outstanding. Without the Vanguard's help, we'll need assets wherever we can find them. Good work, Guardian.
By all 7 stars, the expanse is flooded with transmissions. Drifter's ghost has a line on Bale.
Brutality Division has spotted the false weapon, and Dredgen hopes flock endorses.
Lord Bale, unleash me. I long to show them what an Eclipse-powered cuirass can do.
Leave that to 6 and Nightfall Station. I need you overseeing the station's completion. Deploy your legions.
Sounds like the Imperium's looking for you. Oh, the intimate conversations you slither into out here. Oh, wishing you many happy returns, renegade.
I guess I have to do that later.
I think you'll find our friendship agreeable. Until we meet again.
Did it work?
You doorknob! You lousy, awful, stupid, waste of light, bottom-feeding leech!
Hello to you too.
Are you disloyal, coin-flipping, ghost-ditching, scraggly beard two-timer? If you had a mom, she wouldn't call you! Oh, and the only time you're sincere is when you ask him for money! And your headband makes you look like a line cook!
Guardian, thank you for fixing my ghost. This is Blue. Named her because of that sunny personality.
Bite me! I need to talk to the Guardian. With my voice. That was, well, that was healing. Drifter and I have a complicated relationship. Scratch that, it's not complicated. He's a flake. No, worse than a flake. He's a scoundrel. That data he stole wasn't any old data. It was plans for a superweapon. Nightfall Station. No idea on its payload. Drifter's sure the Imperium's connected to the Nine. And I think he's right. This tech, it's impossible. And that vision he showed you, it has him shook. Me too. Now he's shut away from me, from Ido, from Arnold, which I get. And Eris. And one person he let in. Watch him. I gave up my voice to save the Drifter once. I'm through keeping my mouth shut.
I'm shocked that's exactly what she sounds like.
Hope you're listening, hero. Like I said, I might have to make a few radical moves coming up. It's gonna rock the fire team. Blue won't like it. They'll all think I'm running again. Not this time. When I was imprisoned on that Imperium ship, I learned Bale was a dredgen. A fanatic, all about yours dogma. He's a light bearer, playing with forces he can't hope to control. I used to be dredging hope. I left that life behind a long time ago. Bale wants me to come back to it. They're forcing my hand. I'm gonna give Bale and his Nine exactly what they want. Submit to them. I don't know what the Nine want me to do over there. Still figuring that out. But I know I have to go. For the city. For Eris. So for now, let's keep this between us. I'll see you on the other side.
What catches your eye? Your glimmer is always welcome here.
I bet he's that splicer that was sitting down over there.
Six didn't mince words. Someone will die if I don't follow what fate laid out for me.
We're assisting the Piker Syndicate for help in turn. Drifter was right. The Imperium might be experimenting with anti-light tech. So we'll do some demolition on a spot the Syndicate's claim was a test site for Imperium weapons and see what turns up.
Working with the crime syndicates? Don't tell me you've gone renegade.
We don't have official support, sir. I thought you'd be too busy with your hands tied to call directly. Pleasant surprise. Commander, how's the city holding up?
We're at the mercy of micro-phenomena happening across the world. Matter transmutating, air turning to toxin. We're running containment. I suspect it'll continue until the emissary and Eris Morn can tell us what Bind the Nine truly means.
I was expecting like the enemies to drop more, but they had to drop more to the I see something. have to pile with 6 charges. They got kicked off all through. Hello? Yo, how'd you been? I've been alright. Are you home? Okay. Nah, it didn't go through. It's good. Lamb said it's really good. He was on step 18. I haven't changed the difficulty from legendary to normal. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, nice.
Commander, while we have you on the line, I've been meaning to ask, is redacting the prophecy truly necessary? The people of the city are in danger. They can feel it. If it were me, I'd appreciate the intel.
Spoken like a field guardian. I hear your concern, Mahal.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
It's too dangerous to tell them. And the people are already on the verge of panic.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't. I'm like on the 3rd mission. I just started it. I played earlier and I had it on legendary. They wanted me to destroy 2 of these walkers at the end of it. I couldn't do it by myself. I died once and I was like, alright. And then I was talking to my friend Man, and he was like, don't. Okay. Yeah, I played it earlier, and it was, like, I got to the majority of the mission. I died 9 times, but in the, where, like, you couldn't, respawn, I died once, and then I had to go to the hospital, I guess. So I couldn't finish playing it. So I was talking to Land, and then he was, yeah, I mean, like, I really want to play it on legendary. Yeah, I'll be free almost all day tomorrow. I'll be free almost all day tomorrow. So we can run it. Alright. I haven't spoke to Wolf in like a few days, but Wolf, like, I don't know. Like, I've just been busy and stuff, but Wolf, like, removed me, and I messaged him, I was like, hey, man, are you good? He hasn't responded, so I don't know if you will hear from Wolf. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, bet. Alright, I hope you enjoy your night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Take out that Syndicate asset while I scan the area. I'm filtering for dark matter particles. The word on the Martian frontier is the Imperium is obsessed with collecting dark matter ingots and crystals.
The system has been rich with dark matter since the Flurry of 9 activity on Kepler.
My thoughts exactly. It's gotta be what's powering this new tech.
What I got? One more revive left?
Fight your way to the exfiltration point I marked. It's inside a heavy concentration of dark matter energy.
Being back with the fire team reminds me of my strike support days. Especially on Mars. the universe seemed simpler, though survival has remained a temporary condition.
It's not like you to sound nostalgic, sir. Your ride's heading out to you. We'll get you out.
I guess I'm feeling nostalgic, whether I wanted it or not. And I rarely have a spare moment. Those early strikes on the Martian frontier were a highlight of my career, Guardian. Just wanted you to know. Relax. You're not being disciplined. You've made it interesting to be your commander.
The Guardian found an expired ghost out here. No physical damage, but the light is completely absent from the ghost shell. Commander...
Too convenient not to be a weapon. Track down what the Imperium is doing. Put a stop to their operation. The city awaits your return, Guardian.
Commander, we know you have a lot to handle back home. Are you all right?
Indeed. Just checking in on old friends while I can.